Together, girls. Okay. Hello and welcome to Landon Stadium for round 2 of the NPL New South Wales men's competition. I'm Annabelle Bamford and I'm joined by Sam Yeoman. Sam, how are you feeling ahead of this one?
It's awesome to be here, Annabelle. It's my first commentating. Very excited. 2 great teams who are always up there, so it's interesting to see who's going to get the win today because Manly are building something young here under 2 new coaches, whereas Blacktown, they've lost some experience, but they're always destined to be up there. A very strong side. And 2 sides that actually met in the grand final 4 years ago, so it'll be good to see who comes out today.
Looking forward to it.
Something like that. Hope you like that, guys in the office. Stay tuned. First 2 gullies. I'm glad I can hear you because I feel like they're really
Ready when you are.
For round 2 of the NPL Men's New South Wales competition for this clash between Blacktown City and Manly United. And with it being Valentine's Day, love is in the air tonight between these two teams. They're both coming off a win in the opening round of the competition. Blacktown City got a 3-1 win over Sydney Olympic. As for Manly United, they're also in the winners' books, a 1-0 victory over St George City. And I'm Annabelle Banfield. I'm joined here by newbie to the commentary scene, Sam Yerman. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great, Annabelle. It's Valentine's Day. It's feeling a lot more like Galentine's Day. But like you said, they're feeling great coming off that win. But one team will be heartbroken after this match, depending on the result. And they're two sides that, you know, Blacktown, they've lost a lot of that experience that they had, and they've recruited young and smart. And Manly, a major squad refresh along with their coaching change. A lot of youngsters and Manly youth has been promoted, which is great to see. It's something that Manly does really well. And they're two teams that met 4 years ago in that grand final. So two clubs that are definitely always up there, and I'm really excited to see how this one goes.
Absolutely. Two clubs that have been a mainstay of this NPL men's competition for the last few years. Always competitive. Blacktown City made it through to the final series last year, ending up eliminated by... They lost in the elimination final, to Rockdale in the end. But what do we expect from them this season? They're both coming off the winner's circle, as I said. Who do you think gets the win here tonight?
I don't know, but I know that Manly haven't been in that final since 4 years ago, so I think they've got a lot to prove. And I think, a total young squad, players that will want to be cementing their spot, which is exciting, playing with a lot of confidence out there. Some players, like Darcy Burgess, he's really exciting and one of my favourites to see. He actually assisted that goal last week, so I could definitely see him in the mix again today. But I think Blacktown, they've also got a squad, Nathan Grimaldi, he's a new signing. He's young, but he plays with a lot of experience. He plays like a vet out there, got a lot of A-League team experience as well. So I think they'll be my two players to watch today.
Perfect. And heading into this match, looking ahead to the rest of the season as well, where do you think these two, fall based on your sort of analysis of the lineups? And we haven't seen round in, but season thoughts.
Yeah, it is a long season, and I think anything can happen. But definitely top 6, I think. Blacktown are always up there. I think Manly, with these two new coaches, Danny Pekovsky as well, who seeing he's had a lot of experience in the NPL. He'll know what these boys will need, and it's going to be a good game.
As the teams enter the field now, I'll just run you through the lineups. For the home side, Blacktown City, they start with Caden Henderson in goal. Number 3, Lachlan Tilt. Number 4, Nicholas O'Brien. Number 6, Adam Berry. Number 7, Travis Major. Number 9, Nicholas Skatarich. Number 11, Kodai Tanaka. Number 14, Mitchell Malia. Number 19, Sebastian Haywood. Number 22, Jacob Maniti. And number 27, Nathan Grimaldi. And on the bench for the home side, number 10, Maxim Jez. Number 17, Julian Rodriguez. Number 18, Jake Briggs. Number 20, Cooper Rogers. And number 21, Aidan Renshaw. And then for the side from the Northern Beaches, Manly United line up with number 99, Mackenzie Siron in goals. Number 2, Luca Krizan. Number 4, Jesse Pires. Number 5, Aaron O'Driscoll. Number 10, Darcy Burgess. Number 11, Ayubu Kimura. Number 15, Max Martinello. Number 18, Luke Neuenhoff. Number 19, Kai Evans. And number 27, William McCreary. And number 33, Jasper Chipman. Just the one change there for Manly. How do you think that'll affect them out there, Sam?
I think it'll be a good change. Manly, pretty much the same squad, and they were great last week, so I think it's going to be a strong squad.
They certainly surprised people last week. I think, there's been talk of them, as you said, a very young side, recruiting locally, people weren't sure where the X Factor was going to come from, but they made a statement in round one, and they've got 3 points to their name already.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, a lot of the players that they have recruited, some of them you played in the NPL Vic, some of them have played overseas. O'Driscoll's an interesting one, Irish, and he actually played in the Man City Academy for a few years before he was released because of injury, and he'd also played for Southampton under 21. So there's some players there who, you know, have been around for a while, and they've got a lot of experience to bring to this youthful side.
Absolutely, and both teams also turning to some other, you know, overseas players. We've got Japanese representation on both sides.
Yep.
A lot of Japanese representation across the league, though, as well, and it's a great addition to this competition when we get players with that overseas experience who can bring a different side to the competition that we don't always see from the Australian players.
How great are those Japanese players, though? Just quietly, I think they're my favourite type of players to watch. They're so creative and they're so exciting to watch. They create any chance from nothing, and I'm looking forward to seeing that again today.
Absolutely. It's a technical country with their football, and I know Football Australia is certainly always watching what the Japanese are up to. As Blacktown City kick us off, straight up into the air.
Got a bit of a Matt Burton bomb.
Back with Blacktown now, settling things back with their keeper. Both teams will be wanting to get off to a quick start, but most importantly, you don't want to concede early in these stages, so settling into defence would be the priority.
Bit of wind as well, which could definitely come into play.
And certainly as it gets darker through the evening, lights are already on here at Landon, but it's a lovely evening right now.
A lot of mosquitoes too, unfortunately.
That part is probably not affecting the players as much as us.
Just more me.
Manly now with a chance. The cross doesn't find anyone. There's nobody at the back post, and it's Blacktown who will win this throw-in. Locking tilt, looking for options to take this throw. Going long, it's O'Driscoll underneath it. Manly coming down the left-hand side. Martinello. Back to Chipman. Now Kimura. Clever ball inside, but it's well read by Blacktown. And clever defending to not give up the corner. Plenty of these Manly players getting into the area. Long throw, it looks to be loading up from Martinello.
Ooh.
Still bouncing around in the area. The first shot of the game, well off target there from Manly, but good opening signs from the Northern Beaches side.
Yeah, good start for Manly. They're looking really confident out there. Max Martinello obviously scored last week as well, so I think he'll be full of confidence. And yeah, great start for them.
Blacktown coming down the left-hand side. It's a
Ooh, heavy.
loose touch, but in the end, first foul of the game, given up by Manly. Kai Evans there, who makes his first start for Manly. The only change for them this week. Ball's headed towards Major, but Jesse Peer is the captain, quick to read it and send that ball out over the sideline. Blacktown with a little bit of sustained possession here for the first time in the game, but unable to progress into the Manly half so far.
And it's interesting to see the two coaches that are, quite contrast here at the moment. Knezovic is really loud on the sidelines, whereas Crit is a little bit more quiet, observing.
Perhaps Knezovic, with his young group, needs to say a bit more to get them ready, get them playing his styles. Mitchell Malia has a bit of room to move. Haywood on the overlap. Sebastian Haywood saved at the near post by Siren.
Great chance.
It'll be the first corner of the game for the home side. Their top scorer from last season, Mitchell Malia, had 10 goals to his name, and now he'll look to whip one in. Head towards the back post, towards Major, but Manly jump up for the header. Once again cleared by Manly. Kimura is beaten out. Cross coming in. Once again headed away by Manly. Jacob Maniti, normally a midfielder, but given the corner and his height out there, makes sense to drop him into defence on that sort of play. Clever touch there. And Blacktown looking to be patient and build something to move into this attacking third. Switch of play for Malia. Clever ball over the top. It's Berry who wins another corner.
I feel like Skataric is looking very dangerous in that box. You can just see him winning that header or getting that goal.
They scored all 3 of their goals against Sydney Olympic off
Yeah,
of corners.
They did. Very Arsenal-esque.
Set piece. Certainly a specialty for Blacktown. But it's Krizan with an excellent leap to win that header. They've got the height advantage in there, Manly.
Already a few corners for Blacktown.
Malia towards the back post. And it'll be another corner, this time from the left-hand side. It's a clear target to hit the back post, and it was, as we said, very successful last week. A couple of converted chances for Blacktown, and then the third was converted by Olympic in an own goal. O'Driscoll to win the header. Kimura on the chase. Maniti's there in pressure. Manly looking to find a way out.
Oh,
That's a very strong challenge into the back there.
Blacktown aren't happy, understandably. That wasn't a great challenge.
No, there wasn't much ball in that challenge at all. Certainly not the worst challenge we've seen in the competition, though.
No, after last week, I think, unfortunately, that one would be one we don't want to ever see again.
Absolutely. Let's hope for some better sportsmanship out there tonight.
Yep. In the name of love, Annabelle, of course.
Exactly.
But yeah, Blacktown looking very dangerous. Manly started the best, but
They've opted
defending
to go
for their
short
life.
and then put into the area towards Major. He'll have to throw I think it's a temporary switch of wings between him and Malia. So Rocky tilt now. Looking to wind up a long throw in. Once again, Manly have the height. They've been up there for the headers so far this evening. Skatarich now. Looking to curl one. It's a clever ball. Travis Major inches away from scoring the first one there, Sam.
What do you make of that haircut?
Can't say I'm a fan, but
I think
clearly
that's a
it
new
works for him.
haircut for the Major. Travis Major, who's always up there scoring goals for Blacktown. He's been at the club a long time throughout his career.
He is just a symbol of Blacktown City at this point.
Very dangerous up front.
5 goals to his name in the last campaign. Certainly he'd want to get a few more in the back of the net this year. And although they started really quickly, Manly, it's been all Blacktown for the last few minutes.
Yeah, Manly have been having to defend for their life in those set pieces, but I think we could see a bit of a change of pace here.
Looking inside now, Maniti. Back from Berry. Tanaka. They've switched it out to the left. Blacktown showcasing their ability to move the ball. Manly have set themselves up in a low block and ready to just stay compact and be patient for the right opportunity to win it back. Little chip over the top between Haywood and Tilt. Haywood looking to cut inside.
Here we go. Oh,
Back with Skatarich now. Malia has room to whip it across. He's cut it back to his left foot.
ooh.
And a crucial header there from Piers. Does give up the corner, but otherwise I think Travis Major was on goal there once again.
Yeah, it was looking like a goal there. Manly did well, but yet another corner.
And Travis Major lurking around the back post. That's clearly a target for this Blacktown City team.
There's a lot of height here as well, which makes them even more dangerous.
Punched away by Siren. Still in the area.
Grimaldi.
Blacktown forced back into their own half. With Henderson now. O'Brien. Now Maniti. This Blacktown team looking to be patient. Manly don't have much of a press out here tonight. They've opted to play more of a blocking style. And tough header there. Piers with a loose header. Was aiming to pass it back to his own goalkeeper, but they end up conceding yet another corner, Sam. And it's a very one-sided corner count at the moment.
It is, and Critter's been giving Travis Major some words over there, probably to, I don't know, be even more aggressive in this box. Yet another corner, something he's obviously maybe not happy with, or a bit of advice, but helping his captain out.
Curl towards the back post once again. Manly first to it. They can't clear it any further than Marlian. He's on the ball once again.
Ooh.
Spears a ball towards Major at the back post. Manly in panic mode, just clearing the ball every chance they can get, but they can't hold on to it for very long at the moment. Skatarich chasing one down into the corner. He has Major in the area. Other Blacktown City players starting to arrive. And another free kick for Blacktown City in case they haven't had enough set pieces. Another go at it.
I'm really impressed by this Blacktown side. I know Critter's obviously lost a few of his most experienced players in Lockie Campbell, Danny Choi, Grant Lynch, a lot of players that you would think would leave a massive hole, but they've been fantastic so far, and I think a lot of players do want to play under Critter, and it's obvious to see they play fantastic football.
They've clearly been on top in the opening 15 minutes of this one. Once again, it's Malia and Tanaka standing over the ball. Malia delivers one. Curling back. Grimaldi for Berry.
Ooh.
Manly just winning most of those headers so far, but it's not slowing Blacktown down. They keep coming. Here's a chance for Manly. Burgess with, well, he had room to move, but a great tackle made by Tanaka. Blacktown City are becoming very much at home in this Manly half. Tilt for Grimaldi. Cross coming in, but that's much too close to Mackenzie Siren there, and Manly can breathe a sigh of relief for a moment. After absorbing a lot of this Blacktown attack, Manly now struggling to hold on to the ball when they win it back. Vlad Knezovic is very vocal on the sideline in front of us here, Sam. He's telling his boys to have a lot more energy, and they are a young group, but absorbing this much of the Blacktown pressure is sure to take its toll.
Yeah, and it's been an easy job for Caden Henderson so far. He's only 20 and he was 19 when he came into the side for Tristan Prendergast last season, the season before, and he's not really had much to do so far.
No, the opening minute or two, Manly looked threatening. Since then, they've been on their heels defending. Martinello looking to take the throw in at about halfway. McCreary. He's got to be careful, but in the end, towed the line well.
Okay.
On this right-hand side now with Evans. Looking to beat his man on the outside. Tanaka. Up for the task.
Great ball. Oh,
Looking to shift it across. Malia.
right
All
up,
his
right idea.
experience was very much up for the task in defence. Now Skataric. The new signing opened his scoring account last week.
Bit of momentum here for Manly.
Looking to get themselves back into the game, and as you just said then, Sam, last couple of minutes.
It's changed.
They've had the ball in for sustained periods. And here's their first free kick of the game, given away by Tanaka. Not really much in that, but good chance for Manly to set themselves up and build something.
Yeah, Manly won't be complaining, will they? Try and keep that possession for a bit longer.
For perhaps the first time this game, Manly looking composed and having a chance to properly build up from the back. As you mentioned earlier, the experience of Aaron O'Driscoll, crucial in a moment like this. Great ball forward, but Tanaka read it well. And now he has Major.
And the Manly coach, Knezovic, is saying to his team, play simple touch and go. So I think maybe taking it back to those basics just to try and keep the ball, keep that possession and not lose it quickly.
It's important for a young group just to settle in.
Yeah, I think so.
Great ball forward. Sirens beat.
Great defending.
But he had to get back quickly, and Manly were back in numbers. Martinello.
Oh,
That's a strong challenge.
bit of a fiery contest here early.
The yellow card will be shown here to Grimaldi, and Blacktown City aren't impressed. They think they've seen a similar challenge earlier in the match from a Manly player, but there you have the first yellow card of the game. Blacktown City picked up 3 yellow cards last week in their matchup with Sydney Olympic, and that's their first of the evening here against Manly.
They've kept Burgess quiet so far, which I think is hard to do. A very creative, exciting player to watch, so be interesting to see if maybe that momentum changes things here.
Attempted switch once again. Malia was able to cut down. His defensive attributes sometimes go underappreciated in this competition.
And Barry, what a great player. He has come in for Caleb Jackson-Brown, who I believe, because of that head knock last week when he came on for him. So not a bad replacement, definitely filling that spot really well.
Manly looking to slow things down. Draw Blacktown out. That pass a little bit ambitious. Luke Neuenhoff with the switch there. Another one of the new signings for Manly, joined from the young Brisbane Raw side, who play in the NPL Queensland competition.
Ex-Wanderers as well. A lot of A-League Academy experience there, and obviously the brother of Callum, so great football family.
Certainly contributed a lot to the NPL men's competition. Manly now, and it's O'Driscoll on the charge. The centre-back looking to play the cross in. Blacktown City looking to go quickly in transition. Malia, the flag stays down.
Great ball from Travis.
Spotted the space on the right-hand side of the field, but Max Martinello was quick to slide across and shut that down. And about halfway through this first half now, Sam, what have you made from of the contest from both sides?
Yeah, I think it's been majority Blacktown, very confident, calm on the ball. And, you know, Manly have had a few chances, but I do think it's been more Blacktown.
It's the home side on the ball now. Their experienced stalwart, Travis Major, playing a ball forward. Important tackle from Neuenhoff, because Hayward was on the charge. O'Brien. Now for Mitch Malia. Assessing his options. Travis Major puts one up high and Kimura wins the contest, but heads it straight back to Blacktown City. As we've said, they've been on top so far, but yet to really force a tough save out of Mackenzie Siren. They've had plenty of corners, but Manly have usually got their head to them first. Looking to find a threatening opportunity in this game.
And you mentioned before there'd only been one yellow for Blacktown tonight, but you can see maybe a few more cards being dished out tonight. A few fouls and heavy tackles. So very intense half so far.
No love lost between these two sides, despite it being Valentine's Day. And it's Tanaka. Plenty of players gathering on the edge of the box. Whips one in towards the penalty spot, and very nearly an own goal by the Manly captain there from our angle. Didn't look good, but Pires heads it across the face of his own goal and out for a corner.
What do you think? Oh, what do you think this corner count is at this point, Annabelle? I feel like that's
certainly high.
Yeah, 7 or 8 in 25 minutes. That's a lot.
Certainly, and considering Manly have had a big round 0. This one, first to be played short. Maniti.
Okay.
Trying to get it back into the area. Slightly mistimed volley.
You can see it maybe being one of those ones where Manly maybe do catch them on the counter, and that's when they do get that chance, because I feel like even when they are getting those chances, they're quickly losing the ball. So is it maybe one of those ones after the corner where they can get back and maybe get into their box?
You can see a real path to that sort of outcome, because Manly have been strong at defending their back post, and that's the clear landing zone for these Blacktown City balls into the area, especially on the corners. And Manly have height and they have some good aerial players. And then, as you said, they're struggling to build up and hold on to any meaningful possession in transition, and on the counter might be Manly game plan moving forward. There's a bit of a mix-up at the back here. Blacktown with work to do. Not taking any prisoners there and just getting rid of the ball. Re-establishing their defence. Maniti. Being pulled a little bit. Blacktown City certainly take objection to the no call from the referee. Tanaka cleverly pinching the ball. And now playing it forward. Skataric and Malia are both there. But Max Martinello, in that 2v1 situation, was up to the task. And he's been strong tonight. And last week, the goal scorer. Crucial player for Manly out there. Switch of play from Manly. And this is clever football. Chipman. Inside for Evans.
Burgess.
Now Burgess can line one up, and an important save from Henderson. I think that's the best opportunity we've seen from either side this evening.
It is. Great shot on goal, and, you know, I did say before he'd been a little bit quiet, but Darcy Burgess is that player that can create a chance from nothing, and he's very exciting. And look, another corner here where he did assist that goal last week, so maybe we could see it again here.
Absolutely. That certainly wasn't from nothing, though. It was a lovely little piece of build-up for Manly. Probably their best passage of play of the evening.
They're definitely growing into the game, Manly.
Burgess towards the near post. And it hit Martinello's hand. So a bit of a let-off there for Blacktown City. As you mentioned just then, last week's goal for Manly also came off a corner, so it's a real strength to both of these teams. Is that where the goal comes from potentially?
I think it definitely could be, especially from the amount of corners we've seen today. But yeah, like you mentioned, goals from last week.
Perhaps this young group for Manly can take a bit of confidence out of the last couple of minutes. And into the back of Burgess. How crucial is it that Burgess can keep inserting himself in this game? Is he the X-Factor player for Manly, Sam?
I think he is. Darcy's only 27. I feel like he's been around for a long time. He actually was a youngster when he broke into that Sydney Olympic first grade team, and he had 100 appearances there at that club, and he's been brilliant for Manly. Brother of Max as well, so another footballing family, but very exciting player. And yeah, I'd definitely say Manly's player to watch.
O'Driscoll. Manly showing some maturity here. Waiting for the right moment.
Annabelle, obviously it's a long season. How important do you think is it that, just round 2 now, how important is it you think that you get off to a really good start in this league? Because as you know, anything can happen. You lose a few games and you go down to the bottom, and they're very important each game.
Absolutely. Points are at a premium in this league, and especially later on in the season, you never know how tight things will be. As Malia drifts one in towards the back post, went out over the baseline before Major could reach it.
I think now too, with the Australian Championship, I've spoken to a lot of the managers of the league, Frank or Parisi. He said that, the boys, they don't really get an off season, and he actually prefers it. He thinks it's great for his boys because they stay fit, they continue to be healthy and in their best form. So he actually prefers it, whereas, you could think maybe that could have made it a little bit harder for some of those Oz Championship teams, but I think it's great to have the second tier.
How does it affect teams like Blacktown and Manly then, who weren't involved in that competition, Sam?
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe they would have had to do the little bit of extras, knowing that heavy tackle here again.
O'Brien's not happy with that, but it was pretty clearly a push in the back from our vantage point.
But yeah, I think maybe those teams that weren't in the Australian Championship will, have to reassess, and maybe that's something they look at. Are we still having to maybe do some fitness longer than what we would, on the off season? Is it a shorter off season? Things would have definitely changed over that break.
Certainly something to keep in mind in this 2026 edition of the NPL men's competition, because it adds another storyline. Certainly as players push for inclusion into the Oz Championship, and clubs, Blacktown, certainly an ambitious club, would be hoping to get themselves into the competition come year's end. And Manly, I'm sure it's not totally off their radar either.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely be trying to push again to be in those finals. Manly, a club that, like I said, constantly play their youth, and they have great youth, and they're a team that always like to promote those players, and it's a big community in the Northern Beaches. So
Malia, ball towards Major, and calls there for a push off from Pires, but Referee opts to let things play on. Cutting inside is Travis Major. Tackle made by Burgess. As soon as Manly win it back, they give it up quickly. And here come Blacktown City again. Pressure is unrelenting from the home side. Blacktown City were third in line last year for the Oz Championship standings. Although they finished fifth, two of those teams ahead of them, Marconi and Apia, foundation clubs in the competition. Close challenge there between the head
High boot there.
and the boot of Haywood.
Jesse, be careful, Jesse.
And the head of Krizan. Tilt's winding up for the throw.
Nice, well done.
Manly escape once again. Siron. Drop punting.
Martinello. Ooh.
William McCreary appeared to be held back from chasing that ball down. Manly supporters here looking to make their voice heard. Advantage is deemed to be finished. Iskatarich is dumbfounded because he thinks he still had the ball and the advantage was continuing.
The Blacktown players are very vocal right now.
Crittenden on the side can be hit, offering his thoughts that a card should be shown. Blacktown disappointed with the outcome there, but they retain the ball. O'Brien to take the free kick. Passing to the feet of Tilt. Jamalia to Maniti. And now Major. Crucial tackle from Krizan. Here come Manly through Evans. Manly in possession. They don't mind sending the ball back very deep. Slowing the play right down. Is that a sign of fatigue, Sam, or just the game plan?
I think it's probably a part of the game plan. They seem to be slowing it down and really thinking about those chances and those long balls. And they're playing a lot better, so it's working.
They're attacking this right-hand side strongly, but Tanaka has been equally as strong. The left has been less of a travelled avenue for Manly this evening.
O'Driscoll's looking dangerous in that box. Those golden locks I could see getting to the ball for a nice header.
Well, he'll be a target on this corner. Tallest player out there on the park.
Yeah, they've got a lot of height in this box
He's
too.
shown his ability to attack the ball with his head defensively this evening. Can he use it to put his team ahead here? Burgess delivering a ball towards the near post. Headed away by Blacktown. Pires towards Burgess, but wasn't really a passing lane to make that work. And Blacktown looking to come in transition now. Lifted ball from the goalkeeper. Towards that man, Darcy Burgess. Blacktown win it back quickly. Jacob Maniti on the ball, and we've talked about footballing families. Jacob Maniti certainly comes from one. His sister in the NPL New South Wales women's competition, a star with the MacArthur Rams. And I believe he has other siblings, I think other brothers that are also footballers.
How good is it to see so many football families in football New South Wales?
Kai Evans with the block, and that one could leave a mark. Skatarich was winding up to deliver a ball in. Just over 5 minutes of regulation left in this first half. Both teams still looking for that right opportunity.
It's
As
flown
things
by.
stand right now, it's 0-0, but Blacktown on the charge. Berry.
Behind, Chippy.
Curling effort with his left foot. Headed away. I think there'll be an element of frustration potentially for this Blacktown side if they head into the halftime scoreless, because they've had the better of the possession.
Yeah, they have.
Unable to create a meaningful opportunity yet, Sam.
They'll definitely be feeling that way going into the half if they don't get a goal. And that sometimes can go against you, that mindset of maybe thinking, you know, why have we not scored yet? And that frustration can come out. But I think maybe that would just be that experience from Critter and just, you know, calming the boys, thinking about, you know, continuing that great football. And I wouldn't really change too much of everything they've done. Manly have just defended really well.
And that's where, as you said, the halftime chats from both coaches will be very important, because for Knezovic, he'll look to rejuvenate this young Manly side and fill them with confidence. They've been able to absorb so much pressure, and yet you'd say they probably had the best opportunity of the half as well, because Blacktown continue to attack aerially, but haven't been able to direct a decent header goalward yet.
You could see this maybe being the chance, I think.
You can feel the tension.
Ooh.
And Tanaka on the volley. It curls away from goal, but that certainly looked like a good chance for Blacktown.
Yeah, and Tanaka is another exciting player. He's come from Japan. Well, he's from Japan and he's come from the Thai Premier League. Before that, he was at a team called Corpus Christi in Texas, America, in the USL League One. So he's got some international experience playing in a few different countries, and you can definitely see that on the pitch.
Absolutely. Plenty of experience from those different countries that he can bring to this Blacktown side. He's a player that I've been very impressed with in this first half. He's done his defensive duties and then been able to join the attack well. Got a great turn of pace.
Yeah, on that, on the left going up, before he had a lot of pace, he definitely could have, you know, I don't know who was next to him, but it was a great opportunity, very quick down the line.
Kimura. There's frustration from Kimura's teammates there. They wanted the
Great
pass
ball.
to go earlier, but Blacktown.
Here we go,
Numbers
Skatarich
in
in
the
there.
area. Just the left-hand side of the corner flag there. It will be a throw for Blacktown. As you said, Sam, numbers were arriving. That was a good-looking opportunity that ultimately went to waste.
I think that's what I've been really impressed with again with Blacktown. Like, they're finding those balls in those spaces. There's a player open and they just see it so well. But the finish to it to actually, you know, create that chance in that ball.
Yeah, they get it into the final third well, but
Just the
not
finishing.
into real goal-scoring opportunities yet. Kimura with a clever spin. Ball in behind. It's McCreary. Cross is blocked by Grimaldi. And it would certainly be against the run of play, but Manly here with an opportunity to go into the break ahead, and they're pushing up some of their tallest players, O'Driscoll and Neuenhoff, hanging around that penalty spot. The long throw is hurled in from Marcinello. Headed on towards the back post, and Major with the clearing header. Tanaka puts boot well and truly through the ball there.
And some of those Manly under-20s players have stayed around to watch their team. They'll be hoping they can also get it done because the 20s had a nice win. So it's good to see the football community sticking around and supporting their team.
They've got plenty of their former teammates out there too. Lots of these
They
players promoted from the under-20s setup last year into the first grade. Manly are very proud of their promote from within attitude. And here they come. Tackle that echoed around the ground. O'Brien.
Martinello has some nice space. Let's see if they can find that ball on the left.
Neuenhoff getting his eyes towards it. Burgess.
He's calling for it. Yep. Here it is.
There'll be one additional minute in this first half as Martinello delivers the ball into the area. It's headed away, but falls to the feet of Manly United's Luke Neuenhoffen. The boys from the Northern Beaches come again.
They just need that one chance.
Blacktown.
Skatarich.
Is making his way down the sideline, has limited support, and ends up losing the ball.
O'Driscoll's done really well there. He was just down in the box. He's got some pace for the centre back. He's managed to get back and defend really quick.
Certainly got long legs to help him. Take a look at McCreary's shirt here. It's been ripped open, and
bit of a new look for that jersey.
Fiery. Cruzon being shown a yellow card. Deservedly so, because he had his arms all around Skatarich, who took a strong objection.
We did say that early, that this one was going to be another fiery contest. I mean, many fouls, a few cards.
A ripped shirt
A ripped shirt to add to that half, and another chance here for Blacktown.
Now, Blacktown has 5 different players standing over the ball.
What do you think that strategy is behind that? Keep them guessing of maybe who's going to take that?
I guess so. Only one can kick it in, so perhaps they consider it within shooting range and someone will do the little tap.
Oh,
Clever routine. Manly not fooled.
didn't mind that.
And Kai Evans is streaming through the middle, desperately wants the ball. It's gone right instead to McCreary.
But Manly again on the counter. Dangerous.
And
Just didn't get there.
That's the end of the first half here at Landon Stadium. Still scoreless between Blacktown City and Manly United. Sam, what do we think coaches will be saying to their team at halftime?
Yeah, well, like we mentioned before, it's, Blacktown have played really well. Is it one where maybe Critter just sits them down and says, guys, you're doing everything right. Continue that in the second half and we're going to get a goal. And for Manly, I think on the counter they've looked dangerous and they've really grown into the game in that second bit of the first half. So I think they'd both be feeling confident, but like you said before, Blacktown could be feeling a little bit frustrated because they've had many chances.
As you summed it up nicely there, still all to play for in the second half between Blacktown City and Manly United. So don't go anywhere. We'll see you after a short break. Off here at Landon Stadium. Blacktown City hosting Manly United, and scores still level at 0-0. We are yet to have a goal in this matchup. Sam, what did you make of the first half?
Very great first half. I think Blacktown were definitely the better side and Manly grew into that half. They will be feeling, I think, confident considering they didn't concede and they had so many corners and set pieces against them. They did really well, and I think their manager will be quite happy with them. But I think this second half will be completely different. The weather's changed, the lighting's gone. It's a bit cooler now, so that could also change things.
Manly now on the attack into the area. Kimura dancing around. He's left the ball behind.
Again, like that first half, they've come out aggressive. And yeah, Manly looked really good when it first started, and things kind of changed from there. So maybe they've had a great talk from the gaffer and come out firing.
They both come out with unchanged lineups, but there's plenty of quality on the benches for both sides. Who are you excited to see get out there?
Off the bench, Ono, maybe from Manly. He's from Japan. He's an exciting player that we're yet to see. And then from Blacktown, they've got a stacked bench.
Absolutely. Skatarich now looking to play the ball in. A low header for Crizon to deal with.
Julian Rodriguez off their bench scored a goal last week, but it was ruled offside, so maybe we'll see him come on later.
They had plenty of corners in the first half, although none. Maybe we can give one that was particularly threatening. There was one that on the second ball, a volley dipped away from goal. None of the corners forced a save. Can they change that in the second half? No doubt it would have been a talking point in the sheds. Just over the head of Tanaka. Some of the Japanese players aren't known for being particularly tall. McCreary around Maniti, and Maniti's forced to foul.
Mitch Malia is one for me to continue to watch. He's been probably the most consistent in the first half, and he's a real leader out there on the pitch. He retired a few seasons ago due to injury and went overseas, had surgery, and he's come back better than ever. He's playing like a youngster again in his prime, and he's had A-League experience and actually scored more goals in the last 2 seasons since he's come back. So he's definitely a threat up front.
Yeah, it was great to chat to him last year on the kickoff, the official podcast of the competition. Ronaldo first to the ball. Evans rising to his feet slowly in the back of play. Hobbling around, just Kai Evans. Starting debut for the side today. He's back running around, so hopefully Kai is okay. Darkness was settled into scenery here at Landon Stadium. Decent turnout considering it is a Valentine's Day evening, and many people may be preoccupied celebrating with their loved one, but
I thought it was pretty cool. Blacktown did an Instagram post with Critter and Grimaldi, and Critter actually suggested you head next door for Valentine's to the club and you have a nice meal, romantic meal and game. Why not?
good partnership between the club and the football club. It's good to see the way that football can have a wider impact on the community.
I think we're seeing that.
That is the tagline for the season. Real football homegrown. It's about having an impact on your local area.
We're seeing that now too with Sutherland Sharks, who have built, fantastic facilities, a bar, and they're welcoming everyone there. Football doesn't have to just be going to a game, but it can feel a bit like a night out. Bring your family, have a nice feed. Why not?
Full experience. And Manly set up a similar thing a couple of years ago with their pitchside bar.
Chroma. Yep.
Great to see the innovative ideas and investment coming into the league.
It's changed since I was a kid going to the games. Great to see.
Different hot chips from the canteen. Now, McCreary, clearly they couldn't find a replacement shirt for him at halftime. He's still playing with a long tear from the neckline down. Perhaps that one will become a memento for him.
Don't mind the new look.
Certainly if they get a result here, Manly, he'll be happy to hold on to that shirt. Kimura, good use of his body and physicality. Once again, he looks to cut inside, but he can beat the first. Kimura's struggling to beat the second player.
He's looking really dangerous second half.
Absolutely. He's come out with a real turn of pace and a clever footwork. Manly, Martinello delivering toward the penalty spot. Skatarich. That's Tanaka. All the way back. Siren. Burgess. Plays it for Kimura, who towed the line. Well, he is onside. Kimura over the bar. And he was had a clear shot at the goal there. He's punching the ground. Disappointed in himself that he wasn't able to force a shot on target.
And he's not happy with himself there. I said he's come out this second half looking even more dangerous. You can see why he was in that Team of the Week last week. A very exciting player.
Unfortunately, couldn't finish off the run there. Pierce wins the header and off the back of Major's head. That unique hairstyle of Travis Major was last to touch the ball before it went out, and Manly had the throw.
Cheeky back heel from Major. You have to say Manly have come out the better side in the second half so far.
Yeah, their halftime talk was clearly spirited and got the boys going.
I have to ask you, Annabelle, what's your thoughts on coloured boots? Because I think Travis Major and Mitch Marley are wearing the same as a commentator's nightmare at the moment with this dark light. It's hard to see who's who out there.
Lucky they've got some other identifying features. We've chatted about Major's hairdo. He's got, the ink on every part of his
That's
skin
true.
you can see, so
Kind of helps you there, doesn't
that
it?
helps. But it would be difficult because they keep swapping sides. That's clearly
Yep.
part of Blacktown's game plan too. To have the rotating wingers. Major and Marley are both comfortable.
Here we go.
Either flank. Here comes Mitchell Marlia. The cut back lands in Manly feet. Cleared out over the sideline. Skatarich was able to chip it up into Martinello's hand. I think he's claiming it was a natural position, but clearly separated from the body.
Did you say this is Blacktown's first proper chance in the second half?
Potentially, but they've had so many set pieces and yet to really threaten on any of them. So Manly be looking to deal with it as they have done on many occasions.
Major's lurking like a shark there, trying to find that space.
It does look eagle-eyed, bending over and scouting out the angles. It's Malia who will deliver the ball, and there's a gathering of black jerseys at the back post. Plenty of blue in there too. It's a crowded 6-yard line. Looks like Marley was heading direct, but missed the target.
Like you said, another chance that just hasn't put the ball in the back of the net.
And they were so clinical on their set pieces last week. 3 goals off corners. And this week, they've had plenty of corners, but Manly have got their head to most of them first. Here come Manly. Henderson. Sprint to get to the ball first. Shouts for a handball there off Tanaka. Referee opts to let things play. And Manly lifting out there. They've got the energy and the encouragement coming from their back line.
Lots of chatter at the back. That back line, experienced back line between the centre backs.
And there's some leadership back there for Manly and Blacktown are the slower of the two sides. The opening 10 after the break. Burgess. Great ball forward from McCreary. McCreary spinning. And an important save there from Henderson. McCreary used his physicality to get on the inside of Grimaldi and was trying to spin around Henderson, but diving at the feet there to pull off a impressive save. And he hasn't been called on much tonight.
No.
Said in the first half there were long stints where Henderson potentially lost concentration, could have been very bored, but it's the important thing of a goalkeeper. When they're called upon, he's up to the task.
I think it can be harder sometimes when you're not having to do anything. Like you said, you lose that concentration and having to just be on for that one potential chance, like that shot on goal from Burgess in the first half that we saw. But that was a great play, great ball from Burgess, and he hasn't been able to do much because Blacktown have kept him quite quiet, but it was a fantastic ball.
Absolutely. Really good looking play there from Manly United. Still scoreless. How do you think the first goal comes here, Sam? I'm putting pressure on you to, get your crystal ball out, but what are your thoughts?
Well, you are here, and I think in the first half maybe we predicted it was from those set pieces, those corners, but I think it's going to be something different because both sides are yet to really finish off that chance in the box. So I'm not sure. I think it could definitely come from either side. It's one of those ones where still end-to-end football, and Manly actually started the second half better, but I don't know. I still have a feeling it could be Blacktown to score that first goal.
Here's Katarich now. He's frustrated with himself there. He knows that he was in a good area and had room to move. He could have brought that ball down and got a shot off, but just missed the ball, seemingly. And as things start to break down, we'll get a little bit more transition from both of these sides. And I think their attack looks better against the disorganised defence. Once they allow the opposition to get set up and get organised, it's a lot harder to break down. So I think transition could be off the counter. I think both these teams could
be dangerous.
Create something absolutely. Certainly look dangerous. Haywood, 1-2.
Yeah, I think both teams are defending really well. I think, you've said last week that Blacktown were clinical on those set pieces, but it's just a different side as well, a completely different game as well. Very physical game tonight between the two sides. I think we might have some changes as well down here. One that I mentioned before that I was excited to see come off the bench in the Japanese player Ono.
Played short off the corner. Tanaka curling one in, and Manly first to it. The head once again. We've said that a few times tonight. I think Knezovic would certainly be happy with his boy's ability to defend, but he's the first to introduce changes into this game. A double change. As Will McCreary makes way, as does, I believe, Kai Evans will be coming off the field. On comes, as you just mentioned, the Kakuru Ono, an exciting player who's a last-minute addition to the squad, so interesting to see what he can get done. Also, Ben Coop in his 5th season with Manly United. Can these two be the spark for Manly?
Maybe, and, you know, I don't mind the changes. If it's not working in the 60th minute, why not change it up and maybe get that spark off the bench?
Is that something that Blacktown City and Critter, need to look towards?
I think maybe Critter has some faith in the boys and knows that, they're playing well. It's just like you've said, that they're not able to finish at the moment, but to be honest, they're such a dangerous, strong side and very consistent that that they'd be able to just break them in that one chance.
Curled in, punched away. And here,
off the counter.
Manly.
Here he is, Ono.
Ono with his first touch of the game and nearly ran half the field to the goal. It was important defending. Blacktown City, because he had a free pass. The long legs of Grimaldi after the mistake were able to catch up and make the tackle. He said he could be the spark. That was an exciting moment from the substitute.
It was, and off the counter, like you said, that chance might come from. And he's only young, 22 years old. Again, that youthful team that Knezovic has.
Flicked on, and that would have been something special. Acrobatic effort. The other substitute, Ben Coop.
We haven't had a goal yet, but maybe if we do get one, it is a spectacle. I would love to see it.
It'd certainly be exciting. Manly, I would say, look the most likely team as of the last day. Guitarich is forced out into the corner and has limited support. Some clever footwork. He's beaten one. There's another coming. Guitarich. With an important interception. And the poise and calm that these teams had in the first half certainly changed. It's a much quicker pace. Both teams looking to transition quickly, catch the other sleeping, and half an hour to go. There's a bit of an urgency for both teams.
It looks like Critter's called over some players here, maybe a double substitution here for Blacktown. Not too much longer after Manly. Maxim Jez is looking like he's going to come on. And Riley Nolan. Do you think that these subs are what Critter needs right now? Who would you take off? Because I feel like Blacktown up front is still looking really strong.
Yeah, I think Manly are moving the ball a lot quicker now, so potentially they need some fresh legs in midfield, but as you've said a couple of times, they're building up well, they're winning corners very regularly, but there haven't been enough shots in the game from Blacktown, so maybe they do need someone up front who can get on goals. Guitarich has been forced very wide often in the build-up and then isn't there to put something goalward.
And he also seems frustrated, still a new signing. So despite scoring last week, and it is him.
It is Guitarich who will make way. Also, Adam Berry. An early finish to his evening, and Maxim Jez, as you mentioned. Second substitute. Just getting confirmation of that. Apologies.
He said Mitch Malia, but yeah, Malia's still over there.
No, he's switched to the right wing a few minutes ago. And it's fresh legs in the midfield and a fresh legs at striker, so maybe Critter was listening. But
Maybe.
I think he was planning the subs ahead of our chat, Sam.
I think so. But no, I wouldn't be taking Mitch off or Travis. I think they've been great.
And they've got the experience as well. They know how to turn a game in a moment. They can flip a switch. And they were two of the top scorers from last season. Marley had 10 goals. Travis had 5. Between them, they were an important chunk of Blacktown City's attack. Guru screaming forward. It's a bit too straight. Henderson was first to it, lofts it long. Bouncing around in the midfield, it's Blacktown who can bring it down. Travis Major cutting inside. Moving up from the back here at Blacktown, and there's certainly a rejuvenation of the side. They've got a lot more energy since the change.
Yeah, maybe some tired legs, fatigue. It's also only round 2, and like I mentioned, Skataric is one of the new signings, so that could be something where we just make a change.
Nolan cutting it back, and very important block there from Krizan because Major was well and truly in, and knowing his prowess in front of goals, I think we'd be seeing a Travis Major celebration right now if it wasn't for Luca Krizan.
Yeah, and another corner, another chance, and yeah, Travis is definitely lurking and looking dangerous.
If you were at home, you'd be seeing the stats in the corner count. It's
Quite high.
quite high, quite one-sided.
Here we go.
Still bouncing around. That one. Hung around in the area a little bit for Blacktown. They've been forced wide and dispossessed here. Level 1-2 out on the left-hand side, but the fresh legs of Jez crucial in that defensive play. Lifted long, Kimura challenging Grimaldi, who had the high and the position to win the header. Nathan Grimaldi. Krizan calm under the pressure from Malia. That's a bounce by Manly and by Blacktown to pick it up. Still scoreless as we approach the 70-minute mark.
I want some goals, Annabelle.
You might be on here, Sam, because here's Coop. Now he's squared it to Burgess. Looking for Kimura, but Grimaldi caught an interception. Nolan looking to turn. Here is
Wow.
thought he was fouled. Kimura able to turn and shoot. Certainly looked like a foul, but
Good chance for Manly there.
absolutely.
Burgess had the right idea, trying to find Kimura up front.
And being able to turn and shoot and put the shot on target. There's a very different attacking style between these two teams. Blacktown still going aerial, especially off corners, but they're looking for the head. Manly much more playing the feet, and I'd say having more luck with it. Manly have certainly had more shots and more shots on target. But as you say, Sam, it's end-to-end football, and I think this game could change on a dime. The goal could come out of nowhere, really.
And Julian Rodriguez, who I mentioned before, who had a chance last week, but it was ruled offside. It's looking like he'll be the next of Critter's changes.
Aaron O'Driscoll's been called for a foul there and been given the yellow card. Wasn't much in it, but probably because he was last in line as a defender. Manly are arguing the call profusely. They believe there was a handball prior to the foul. I think the referee says the foul started before the handball, but close calls there. Second substitution window used for Blacktown City. It's Mitch Malia, who's finished for the night. And on comes Julian Rodriguez. Tanaka. Does that change things a bit for Blacktown City? Because Mali has been delivering a lot of these set pieces, taking all the corners from the right-hand side and some of the free kicks that are out there too.
Yeah, quite, even though it's the 70th, I still think it was quite earlier to pull Mitch, but Critter's obviously seen something.
Is raised though, so whilst an important save from Siren, ultimately unnecessary because offside flag was raised there, but exciting times for Blacktown.
It's also quite interesting. I think both coaches maybe feel like they're on par and it's just that one chance and one opportunity. I sound like Eminem. Because they're making subs at the same time and you don't always see that. So I think both coaches maybe feel like that one little spark is missing.
Another double change for Manly United. Off comes Darcy Burgess and Jasper Chipman. And into the action is Stephen DeRobia and also Saxon Hillier.
D. Robillard is a great player. He's ex-MacArthur Bulls, so it'll be good to see what he can come and bring to the team, and maybe he's that spark that Knezovic is hoping will make the difference.
Both of them went in the side last week. DeRobillard is new from Sydney United. Hillier did all his development with Manly. Had an opportunity last year to join the Western Sydney Wanderers setup and returned back to his home, Manly United this year.
There's a lot of Manly juniors that have stayed throughout. Another bad.
Incensed at that challenge. Tanaka remains down.
Here we go.
Kimura, long range effort, tried to chip the keeper, but right of the goal. Tanaka.
Why not? He just thought he'd have a crack.
Yeah. I'm with you, Sam. It's a exciting effort, and he spotted Henderson off his line and thought, why not?
Yep, he's had a chance and hasn't paid off there, but he's one of the players that I think has been even better this second half. He's just playing a lot more attacking football and just creating those chances.
Definitely lifted after half-time. Another change. Blacktown City's final window. Off comes Lachlan Tilt, who's been a bit quieter in the second half, and into the action is Jake Briggs.
Yeah, and he's been at the club for about 3 or 4 years now. Blacktown have been promoting a lot of their players that come through, and he's another great player that can hopefully change the game.
Just over 15 minutes to go. They're leaving it late, both teams. I still have a feeling there's a goal in this one. I don't see it being a nil or draw. There's a lot going on, and I think somebody will find a winner here.
I think these are two sides as well that you would be surprised if you saw a nil or draw. I think there's always attacking football, and Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think we're done here yet.
Goal kick coming for Manly.
Well, Blacktown City next week will be coming to lane to Rockdale Islanders. Saturday the 21st of February, 7 o'clock kickoff. And we'll be back here at Landon Stadium, round 4 action. Saturday the 28th of February, we'll take on Southern.
Good play from Perez. Clear foul from Major.
That will be a big game. Sorry, Annabelle. Next week, he just mentioned Blacktown will play Rockdale. What do you make of that new Rockdale side? Because, I mean, they've lost a lot of that cemented squad. Obviously, Urashevsky gone as well. That goal scoring, golden boot is wide open for anyone this season.
It's exciting times because, as you mentioned, the golden boot being up for grabs. In a lot of years, the season wouldn't have even started. People kind of knew it was Euros to claim. Rockdale, very different lineup, and you wonder why so many players leave. You wonder what's going on. Is something going on behind the scenes? But it's exciting as well because new players getting opportunities and things. I think Blacktown will have a point to prove since Rockdale finished ahead of them on the ladder last year. Horn defending from the home side, and they're excited by that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Rockdale actually have really good under-20s always. They're up there competing, so I think a lot of those players will probably come through. But I think it was one of those ones where, a lot of the players that did leave, they're really close friends. And maybe, obviously with this league, they don't just play football. They have other jobs outside of football, and maybe it was something that worked because a lot of those guys are good mates, and a lot of them went to Bankstown, so...
Stephen DeRobbie on now. Grimaldi, the pass to Major, and he's looking to join the attack now, Grimaldi. Major, a quick throw down the line, hits Nolan in the back of the head, and after that now, Perez claiming he has cramp, he's gone to ground. Blacktown are not happy because they have a little bit of momentum, they're attacking with pace, they think this is potentially tactical. Throw's been awarded to Blacktown, and Manly disagree with that, but nonetheless, play resumes. Major, taking back to Murrah. Doesn't stay with Manly for long. Both teams can sense the frustration growing that this game still stands 0-0, and feels like the tension is only going to grow.
Yeah, the intensity hasn't died throughout this game. It's very fiery, and despite, I'm sure, a lot of the players feeling fatigued, I think it's been quite physical throughout. Both teams not giving up.
I'd say, if anything, the intensity is lifting. There's a sense of urgency with the clock ticking down. Free kick's been awarded for Manly there off the back of Julian Rodriguez challenge. Stretching out some cramp. As you just mentioned, fatigued legs out there for both sides.
I know what would help with fatigue, the El Jana that the under-20s players have over there. It looks fantastic.
If they could deliver some up here, I wouldn't mind some chicken.
They've got the right idea. Football, food, what a Valentine's Day.
How good.
Blacktown aren't happy with this stop of play and the stretching.
Although they were attacking strongly recently, Manly have had chances too, so I don't think they'd be wishing to waste time. I think Manly would fancy themselves as a threat to walk away with 3 points.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it's where they're just happy for a point. They're wanting to get that goal.
Yeah, this seems legitimate rather than any sort of tactical play from United. 10 minutes to go, or just as a change is being made for Manly. Off comes Max Martinello, who was struggling with the cramp, and Matthew O'Donoghue. In his second season back with the club after some time in A-League academies with the Western Sydney Wanderers and Macarthur Bulls. Returns to the club. Last year returned to the club where he spent his youth development.
And a lot of players going, you know, to those A-League academies and coming back to these clubs with that extra experience and, you know, those good facilities and coaching.
And Manly's a bit of a pipeline too, because they're a long way from the A-League academies. You might say they're in the youth and go as a senior. Cross coming in from Robiard. O'Driscoll, that might be the chance for Manly.
Wow, what a chance. And
What
from
a
the
save.
centre back as well. What a fantastic shot. But the save as well, we mentioned that Henderson hasn't had to do much all game. But there you go, that concentration. Fantastic save.
Fantastic save. All reflexes. But a big dive to go along with it.
Best chance of the game. I've been wanting to see more of that.
Yeah, the end-to-end's been good, but once they get into the ends, both teams have struggled to find a meaningful shot. Manly showing how it's done.
The Irish man and his golden locks.
But unfortunately for the Northern Beaches side, doesn't add to the scoreboard. For Blacktown, though, a sigh of relief. They're still in this one. Mix up there, fatigue. Lack of communication, and Manly back on defence. Not for long though. Kimura has been really strong tonight.
He's been fantastic.
You'd almost give him best on ground so far, but fiery challenge. Once again, we've used that phrase tonight. Another yellow card. Clear shirt pulling. Blacktown not impressed with young Saxon Hillier. Think he needed to do that there?
It's not worth it because, I mean, Manly would be kicking themselves if they were to concede here after that chance.
There were numbers behind him, but he'd gotten beaten and wanted to...
Did what he thought was right, but, I mean, we'll see here.
Bouncing around in the middle of the park. Both teams, bit of a ping pong off the head. Finally it's hit the deck, but it's still bouncing around. Off the head of Maniti, and important switch of play there. Rodriguez now on the ball, and this pace is just unrelenting. Both sides desperately searching for a goal.
Rodriguez in the box.
Cruzon, he's been very important at crucial moments for Manly. With his head, with his feet, he's intercepting all sorts of crosses, and he's been really strong at the back.
Yeah, their whole back line's been really strong, and they seem like they're really in flow and good communication out the back. They've done that really well tonight.
And it's Jez with Malia off. And we'll take curling it towards the back post, tipped away, not far by Siren, and it's Major who will rescue the ball. First time back into the area. Siren, a confident claim. His player remains down. It's a head injury for Ono. All good to continue. Just over 5 left in regulation after. There will be some additional time because Martinello's cramp earlier, but there's not long for both teams. You can sense that urgency. Zarobia, Coop on the turn. It's a place Coop able to hit Ono, but it slips through his feet. Manly with the throw.
From what we've seen tonight, I'm really excited to see how these two teams go throughout the season. I mean, we're in round 2, and I think there's a lot to build on from these, this performance. I think both teams have played quite well. There's obviously room for improvement, but to say we're only in round 2 and there's been no goals and it's still been a great game, saying a lot.
Quality, a lot of intensity out there, and it's certainly been exciting. An even matchup too. Both teams have had stints where they've looked stronger, but momentum's been back and forth.
And I don't mind that as well. I think the fact that Manly have had to fight to get back in the game and they've been able to, it's made it interesting.
Sure. Here's a chance, Rodriguez. There's no players in there. He tried the cross anyway, but
Major was open. He was wanting it.
here the ball has fallen to Travis Major. That's a clear foul from here. It's into the back of Major, not an attempt on the ball.
He's cramping again.
Tonight, I think there's been only a few contested calls, so the referee has been in charge out there.
And it's not been easy, has it? There's been lots of fouls and lots of heavy tackles, so she's done really well.
Absolutely.
And I think maybe the cramps as well is coming from, we mentioned those two sides didn't play in the Australian Championship. Maybe had a longer off season, and that fatigue is coming into play now.
Jez and Tanaka standing over the ball. Manly United have gone extremely defensive. Apart from Piras, who can't enter the field until the signal is given from the referee. Every other player is behind the ball and in a defensive position. Pass comes in from Jez. Piras needs the ball first. Piras heads towards Tarobia. He's beaten to the ball by Jez. Now Nolan. Taken away by Piras. Tarobia.
I think he's been really good. Oh.
Too aggressive pressure. He had him by the arm.
Play's kind of slowing down now. I think they're starting to feel that fatigue.
There's really not long to go in this one, and still all to play for. Just over 60 seconds left in the 90, and then a few minutes of injury time, but both teams are leaving their run late. Mura. His countryman Ono. Now with Neuenhoff. Ono, cross coming in. Met by Zarobia. That would have been something special. He was winding up a spectacular O'Driscoll.
Great tackle. He's been immense tonight.
He's had the best opportunity
I
as
know.
well, so
Not only at the back, but then, that chance at the front.
a crucial pickup on the Northern Beaches. He's the Irishman, and getting to live out Sydney's lovely lifestyle on the beach too. Blacktown, they're not done yet.
Like I mentioned, he'd played for Altona Magic in the NPL Victoria. Also played in New Zealand. Former under-19s in Ireland. And then, as I said before, Manchester City Academy when he was younger, and Southampton under-21. So Lots of great clubs there.
4 additional minutes in this matchup. 4 minutes for each team looking to find a winner. Rodriguez. Target. Blacktown. They certainly challenged the back line, but they haven't really challenged Siren often enough.
No, he hasn't really been put in a position to make any amazing or critical saves. I think a lot have been off target. So that's probably something that Crit is going to be looking at next week. He won't be obviously happy with the finishing, but they've definitely created the chances.
Yeah, they've had a staggering number of chances. They were able to convert last week, but this week the height and aerial ability of Manly have so far proved too strong. Bouncing around. Both teams.
Major's open on the left.
That's where they go. Travis Major. Back towards Jez. Cutting it back from the byline.
O'Driscoll.
And throwing. Right on the corner flag for Blacktown City.
Travis Major's always finding those spaces. He's always open and...
Here he is now. Major goes back for Tanaka. Ball comes in, aims towards the back post. Siren, relatively unchallenged.
on the counter, can they
Goes long
pounce?
towards Ono. Does not have the height over O'Brien, but the time slams Ono into the fence.
That wasn't necessary, was it?
Definitely not necessary and a deserved card. I think potentially tactical when we slow the game down, allow time for his teammates to get back into a defensive shape, but it's...
That could also come into Manly's.
It could, and you just kick the ball away and you can have a yellow card that way rather than shoving it at opposition.
Yeah,
It's,
exactly.
An unnecessary roughness that we don't need in the game.
I think it's just that frustration.
Paul Matarobia.
He's been fantastic.
He's been an important substitution. Manly want the penalty. Calls are muted though, and a slip now for Manly. Blacktown wins this emergency. Jez down the line. Manly win it back. It's flicked on towards
Need some help.
Tarobia cutting inside. Jez goes in, studs up on the slide tackle and cops a yellow.
I think that yellow count is a bit higher than last week, NFL.
Certainly. Yellows are being flung around at this point in the game, but Blacktown City is doing all they can do to not concede here because squandering points at home is not the path to success in this competition.
And you could say that this is probably one of the last chances of the game. You've got O'Driscoll in the box again.
People on their feet around the ground, they know that this
That height.
is getting on. Hillier delivering towards Newen.
Oh.
Flicked on towards back post. Major cleared at the post. It's goal line defence.
Wow. Wow.
Heroes with the sliding effort. Kimura sliding. Once again, Kimura sliding back up on his feet to chase it down. It's a big defensive effort for someone who's played the full 90.
He's been fantastic. Again, you'd have to say Manly have had the better chances.
Not done yet though. Here come Blacktown. Very important from Luca Crizon. On to Rodriguez though. Oh no.
Great football.
O'Donoghue can't be long left. They've got to move forward.
Oh.
O'Donoghue is fouled. It's eventually called. Seemed like a clear-cut decision, and
Seems identical to the one just 2 minutes ago down that line.
it could have been card-worthy, arguably, but just said they might have had their final chance.
This may be it.
Time time is well and truly ticking down here at Landon Stadium. Still 0-0. Manly have the free kick. Golden opportunity to take 3 points away. Delivered in. First header cleared away by Blacktown. And that is full time here at Landon Stadium. A very exciting match. Ends goalless between Blacktown City and Manly United. Sam, what do you make of that one?
Wow. Those last few minutes, considering this is round 2 and teams would definitely be fatigued, I think was great football. Very physical, very intense throughout the 90. And, I think we saw a different Manly to that first half. They were a lot more electric and exciting, and I think both coaches will be happy with their sides.
Absolutely. Both teams take a point away from this matchup. And if I'm honest with you, Sam, I'm not sure I've ever seen a more exciting 0-0 draw. To have no goals in a game, but it was end-to-end. There were fiery challenges. It was exciting football, and if that's what's to come for the rest of the season in this NPL men's competition, I'm certainly excited.
Well, I think both teams just wanted to deliver. Obviously, it's Valentine's Day. Maybe they had some special someones in the crowds watching, so they went a little bit, played even better. But that was great football. Like you mentioned, a 0-0 draw, but I was on the edge of my seat.
Absolutely, and thank you for tuning in at home. I've been Annabelle Bamford alongside Sam Yerman, and it's been a delight to have you along for the ride. Have a happy rest of your weekend.